Here we go, first game starting off. As we open up here, I'll zoom out for you guys. So it looks like Tad's taking a quick early treasure, splitting up his explorers here. Interesting choice. But I mean, on this map it's pretty good because there are a lot of low quality treasures hiding around the place, a lot of muskrats. Nice intro from Antz here. We can take a look at the decks once they pick them, but an interesting play here, considering the whales in the center of the map, we don't have too much contention from Antz's team, but it looks like Nooks will probably do the classic opening there to try and take the center of the water up around in this corner. But what are the treasures so far? We got 100 XP, going to help out India quite a bit. No trade posts on this map, so Antz won't be able to do a trade post in transition for France here. But no trade posts for Portuguese either. So that'll be pretty even there. Maybe some contention around, oh yes, good 90 wood treasure, always useful. For France and Russia, could be very, very interesting. Russia might be able to get some hunting dogs out quickly, reduce time for the blockhouse building, gathering the wood. And that's a nice pick up there, good teamwork from the two of them. Oh, but almost a steal there, almost a steal, sneaky, sneaky. And it looks like Tad was going over to try and have some contention there, but they don't think they'll win that fight. Yeah, Daryl here taking some early damage. Daryl and Chad, you go and collect your treasures. Any other good names? Ants in the Pants being chased by some boring explorer names. Come on, have some excitement here, boys. But splitting up the explorers again, always a good idea to check around your opponent's base in case they leave some muskrat treasures there. You know, an extra 20 coin, maybe 40 coin, really adds up. Don't have to gather for hunting dogs there. But we shall take a look at decks here. Looks like Taddy is going for a pretty standard India deck. He is going water. Going to try and deny Portuguese the satisfaction there. They could... it doesn't look like a steel's going to come down here. And 30%, yeah, that'll be good for those tanky elephants. And it looks like the placement of the aggro is going to be on the water here. Could be interesting. Yeah, that is pretty far forward. It would be insane if he was able to deny this shoreline here, but that's just ridiculously short. So, but yeah, we'll be able to take the base in here, which is pretty good for their side. Deny Portuguese any control of the water here with an extra town center. If he was able to get a dock and an outpost in the town center in this corner here, could have been troublesome, but nice early aggro, deny that there. France doing the typical 14 French Middle Age, nothing special here. Potential to snipe the Explorer, but for the coup de gather time, probably not exactly what we want to see. So that's good from both players there. Portugal opening with a market, and about to go up now. We'll be going up with the Quartermaster, 400 wood, and nice. And we'll see what Russia is going up with. Eminently a Quartermaster, of course. Good openings here from both players, but India is going to be up bloody quickly, so it'll be great for Taddy's team. They'll be able to get that water control early there. If he wants, he could potentially ship in 2 caravels if there is contention on the water early. Denying an early dock means that ports will have to build right back here, and there's going to be a lot of walking time for those fishing boats, or sailing time, to get to any useful food, around the 11th minute mark, and then that's when they can probably push them over. But 90 food here for Taddy, great. I feel like treasures in AoE 3 are so much more impactful than AoE. They make a very big difference, especially in team games. You can snipe off, 480 XP, in a 4v4, and all of a sudden, someone's got a free shipment. Alright, Taddy, first one to go up at almost shy of 4 minutes. First card is coming in as a Seaboy, trying to get some early pressure in here. Pretty smart. I think he's anticipating there's a dock up here, so he'd be able to walk them and deny any placement up there. So good strategy, good map awareness. But Russia's going to go blockhouse in base. Interesting. I think we're all well aware of Antz's legendary Huss play. So I think they're scared of losing any villagers. So I mean, nearest Hun is out the front. Maybe on this wood line could have been better. Sepoy coming up just now. No stable down yet for Antz here. But if this blockhouse was right on the wood line here, so wood coming in, could have been much more useful because the Strelets could hide behind there, hide behind the blockhouse on the tree line and not get sniped off by a tree house or something. Explore already going down, giving away 45 XP. And now this is a 5-minute hit, and we've got what, like 9 sepoy in base here. Oh, look at that counting. And all of a sudden Russia's completely idled, loses a Ville, town centre from ports going down. Fairly smart, I'd want to put that in here. Like if he puts that here, those Strelets are safe, but it could have really had some good building placement here, but I think lack of building placement may lose them the game here, but we shall see. Stable going down for Nux against Musk Huss. I'd probably want to go Strulet. Oh wow, that's a massive hit. I probably want to go Strulet Musk here, but no real need to go Huss. Although a Gurkha switch could be interesting. Yes, here we go. Second dot coming up from Nux here. I do think the idea from Taddy here to go in and try and cause some idle time was very smart, but he just needs to push up here, take all this infrastructure. And that's what, 500 wood-ish wasted. Alright, could be a really good fight here, get on those right with the cannon here. Getting close range combat. Strikes are good in range, but once they get into melee, even with Musk, it's not too hot. Studios and that's the second one, final one coming in for Taddy here. Getting all the secondary market techs and very smart play there. A really good thing about his French Huss play is he can get not an insane cap out, but enough that it's definitely very devastating. No need to get like an extra 2 or 3 when you can just sacrifice it for 30% total market techs. So very good villager miner there as well by nono, getting it in just in time. Maybe popping the Minutemen a bit preemptively there because he didn't end up saving any Strelets. But maybe was anticipating the next shipment to come in a bit earlier. The timing there could have been much more impactful. Still no degree of units out here from ports. Only getting 3 Huss out. But I feel like the overall eco is just much better for Antz's and Tad's team here. Picking up another Ville. I think ports maybe have gone a bit too greedy on the boat boom here. Going into India and France, you think they're going to do more of a sort of a timing, just keep you and your base under pressure, and ports can just stay on water and expand on that. I think they've misjudged the degree in which they're going to go in here. But I mean, two sepoy, 3 sepoy already down. Look at those taking all those shots. This could be an interesting cleanup. Not cleanup, but definitely a great trade for nono looks here. Missing a bit of a batch there for Antz, but didn't really have the eco for it. Kind of sacrificed the build, but I mean, at this point, 8 PM in the fight is much more important. Just gonna check that my sound is still working. Good. Okay, back to the game. Oh, what a slice and dicing. Right, coming up here, looks like Chad wants to probably get Daryl back because he's stuck in the enemy's base. When you're so short on food, I mean, eating the elephant there could be a wise decision. Obviously, leave Daryl alone, but the elephant can still be eaten. Okay, Antz is going to get another batch of Huss out. I mean, honestly, at this point, I feel like they've got map control on the left side. They could, ports could maybe expand out here and cop these 2 hunts, and maybe the gold mine's a bit far. But I feel like if they can somehow get control of the bottom side, even though they lose the top side, I think they should be right, because they also have control of the water. Ports' eco should be going gangbusters here, which in retrospect it is, but Russia was able to hold very well. I think the game plan here is just to let Russia tank here because they know they're not going to go into Portuguese, who has CM. I assume. I do not assume correctly. It's very eco-oriented deck here. Capturing, interesting. Maybe a minimum pop. Unless he already popped it. Interesting trade there from Antz. I think he realised he was done and he just wanted to kill as many of Purple's husks as he possibly could. Which is fair, but the problem with that now is their Sepoy can't really push in. It could have been a good time in here where they could have cleaned up all those Strelets, but I think getting caught there was an issue. Maybe not anticipating that Husk was going to pop out of that stable there. Causing a tad bit of idle time, 5 vills, but in retrospect of all of these fishing boats, you know, doesn't really matter. Maybe going for some raids here, spotting some dead hunts, maybe in the back there. We put on the view lock. Do we see any dead hunts? We do see some dead hunts. And more dead hunts. Oh, I'd be going for that move. Heck yeah. But the water is basically just fully in Nux's hands here. I'd call, like, you know, 10,000 score. He's double no-nos. What's the total scores here? Total score's looking pretty even, though. I wouldn't put that out of them. I think deny the hunts. I think if you can knock out Russia here while this Huss is away, see the Huss is away, maybe, you know, try and draw the Strelet out by sieging the market. Draw them out, get him to here, bring the cab in from behind and just clamp him against that market, you know. I reckon that can be very useful at this point in time, but potentially trying to age up maybe? No, looks like we're just sending 3 Huss and just going to get the mass out right now. More sour coming in. Okay, here we go. Looks like a timing attack is coming in here. 3 backish ponies. And the snare's got a snare here. 3 Huss down. Saying 3 Huss. Can you pull it off? Nice. Good. Not going to say good stuff, Antz. Almost snared the Huss. Although 2 Carvel is going to cause some havoc. Okay, I think that's it, boys. I think the water's strongly in No-No's and Nux's hands here. They're going to have to start pushing in now before Quartz goes absolutely haywire, which, although that's a pretty big score buff here, shipping the Bostanki and the Sours. What do you call the Husk? Bostanki. Losing a few Strelets for free here, maybe taking out the market to get a better fight later on. That's a massive Husk mass for me, so even after losing to all Nux's cat before. If they just charge in, I reckon they got this in the bag. Although there's a lot of musk there. The sequel you're going to have to focus, not the Husk, you've got to focus this musk here. The Taddies, I think they're just a bit confident they got this here, but if those, imagine if they were shooting the musk here, how good of a trade would that be? Shoot the musk. So good. I think that's clearly in the bag here, but Sour, although they've got the multiplier versus all in the base attack, still very, they can die easily, they're like shitty lances / dual arms. But we've got an age up here from Nux. At what cost, lads, at what cost? I mean, Nono is just absolutely devastated here. He's trying to run bills, but he's not going to be quick enough. We need some Husk, not over here, but we need it here, saving the villagers. I mean, it looks like Nux is just left for Nono to die here. We needed more guys out. Aging up isn't the right option, especially when you see a double unit shipment from India and then 3 Husk. And you see 3 Husk from France, you know he's attacking any second. Especially at what? It was 10 minutes, 11 minutes. They're trying to get the next blockhouse down to try to see what other shipments are going to see. Yeah, he doesn't want to ship that wood in. He wants to ship it to this blockhouse here. And all the goons getting picked off. Goons do suck in me, like, believe it or not. And these, he survived those Cassadors. This water was almost there. I think the game isn't over yet, but he needs to get a town center up ASAP, and he needs some bills need to be sent to, some wood needs to be sent to No-No. Not a bad play here, not a bad play. It saves all of the villagers. and the wood. He saves all the villagers, and okay, I don't think the wood was on purpose, but I do think the vills was a very, very nicely done. Yeah, this is what map control brings you. You can just expand out here. Like, look, what if all these vills just get done? Absolutely raided by like 10 huts or something, you know? That's like game breaking. But they've got map control, so they don't need to worry about that. Just a little bit of things that they don't need to worry about here. And we got a ship doing some dancing, some skedaddling, but these, come on. Oh, the humanity. All the poor people in that mine. Oh no. How can this be? And shipping 2 cargoes, good stuff. But don't get too close to that town centre. A little skirmish here, I think they win that fight. Sorry, Nux wins that fight. He has a chance to clean up a decent portion of those sepoy there, but I think he'll be scared away when he sees the husk coming in from behind. The goons won't be able to tank that. And a sepoy, I mean Gurkha switch here coming from Taddy, but I mean we got a 1-1 age up here. If Taddy can get up, he is going up with the Taj Mahal. Interesting choice. I probably would have. Oh, no, that's fair, that's fair. Picking up all this husk for free, not really going to lose any Cassadors here. And good stuff, the Cassadors totally focusing the sepoy. As tempting as it is to kill the immediate threat of that being the husk right on top of you, gotta remember, take those trades, you're both outputting a lot of damage, make sure it counts the most. And the ceasefire called, saving those sepoy and Gurkha. And look at the goon mass just coming in here. We could see a massive turnaround at this point. Wow, this could be close, this could be underdog win. They've got the water. Oh dear God. Look at all those boats. Boat. Taking some pot shots off of the Gurkha. And the goons just coming in. Let's see if we've got any cards in for the goons yet. And just as I say that, Dragoon combat about to come in. Already got the 5 goons sent in. He's got basically, if they can expand down here, I reckon they've taken back the map's resources. At this point, these guys do not have enough units. And they've lost their ceasefire. If you had about 10 more, or if you had 2 more batches of Strelette, I reckon you push in and you clean that. You absolutely clean that. We've got some naval combat here. Looks like an absolutely dead even fight in terms of, oh, maybe not in health. Come on, take a shot, bro. Take the shot. A brief wind would destroy this boat, let alone a cannonball. And now we've got the 2 siege elephants. Gonna try and house Nux here. Is it gonna house him? Oh, almost does. I feel like, oh, and we're getting off gold. Brilliant. Idle time is what I'd like to see. Doesn't, like, these villagers not doing anything. It's as if they're dead, you know? They're not gathering, they're running, although they are soaking damage and getting the goons out of position. Killing a few boats here. But yes, as I was saying, killing houses I feel is very underwhelming. I mean, underrated. Because not only do you have to spend the 100 wood and the build time to build the houses, especially when you're in a pinch and you're short on wood, it's just such a pain to have to then not train units either. Gonna try and save this town centre though with 8 bills inside. The goons are completely out of position, and that goon mouse was much bigger. That was in the 20s, but you know, it's all being whittled down. Not in the shit. But it looks like trying to retreat here. Maybe get those bills onto a fishing boat. Do a no-no like we saw before onto the caravel. But yeah, these goons are trapped. I reckon they had the upper hand for a second there, and they just blew it by trying to raid with goons. This is a shame. No, don't get me wrong. They did play well, and I feel like, honestly, just watching this match, I feel like Nux and Nono played well from either side. They both did good plays, but they didn't do good plays at the same time together. You know what I mean? So it's a shame. They both did well, but not. You want to do more coordination. Going up to age 4, in my opinion, was not the right call. And sending robber barons isn't even sending 2 heavy cannons. You guys are behind on the map control. You guys are behind on unit count. You guys are definitely behind on unit count now. Man, you need more goons. You got the eco for it. You got all these bills on wood, man. You got all this food here. You don't need this bills on wood. Maybe trying to build some boats, but if that was the case, I mean, he's building a boat. Let's maybe build some more boats. They've still got water control though. Antz completely missing all these fishing boats. The great boat migration. Really coming here, gonna try and get some. Still that? Maybe the goon? Nah, pulling back. I reckon the decision don't really waste. Gonna, although, come on, it's around the back here. Oh, can you imagine that? Right onto the goons. But I mean, Seaboy taking the shots here and just the Gurkha from behind. Not gonna lie, didn't pick it up, but the Gurkha map has been building slowly but surely. And if you just look at this, it's just like, you know, you add 5 and you add 5, as opposed to the Strillet where it's like add 10, add 13. And he's been behind, so although he's got, you know, original numbers, he hasn't been adding his as Taddy has been here. I feel like Taddy's a pretty good year player. He knows what a good mass is, he knows when to start, when to age up and when to batch. But I mean, we could see it. I dare not disgrace the name. I was gonna say we could see a double town set, like closely to see a massive movement pop. But I mean, going to this CM could have been pretty useful. I feel like factory wasn't the right call. 2 empty cannons should have been the right call here. Boats coming down to defend the shoreline, good decision, defend that factory. And now just picking off boats here and there. But has missed all of these, which is a shame. Even though that should be in line of sight of that, I don't know. Now these siege elephants are going to make sure this frigate can't help out here at all. Good pickup, but we're just out of range. Ouch. Now Infinity Dragoons. Yeah, too much growth up. That's it. I think it's... What am I going to call it? I'm going to call it that. This is a good goon mass. If he instead of aging up, that's an extra 10 goons or an extra 10 hus, and I think they had a chance. And if he didn't lose all those strikes, they definitely had a chance. They also had a chance when they were back here and had the upper hand. They should have pushed in. Which is a shame, but they didn't. So yeah, these can you imagine these 2 hus on these 2 stables batching out, 10 hus right now instead of the age up 20 hus right now. I mean, the tide's been turned, you know. Yeah, nice turn center. Nice turn center. Taddy. You're really running low on resources over here, aren't you, mate? Look at all those resources you're running low on. Good raids, though. Still trying to get back into the game. Although Nono doesn't have massive military here, he does. He's trying to do what he can. He's trying to do what he can. And I feel like when you're down a player, if the player who's, down and out kick out raids, rather than losing, 5 units here and there, they don't get a mass up. I think going for raids is a good idea. Josh's tip of the week. Raid when you're down. When you're 2v1, you get the other person to raid. Keep them occupied. Yeah, there we go. GG. Cool. Well played. So, first game going to highly suspect. And Antz. Sorry, Tad and Antz. Well played there. We'll have a look-see at the graph after this, but I mean, if we do a quick recap, oh yeah, he's trying to get these gold mines. Look at this. I feel like this kind of denied any water play in the center to get those whales, but I mean, putting the docks up here and back here, there was no water play from Tad and Antz, so they were able to get that upper hand on the eco. But Russia did cop a beating, but was able to hold. At that point, they could have, kept going out, but I feel like Nux probably shouldn't have aged up twice there, and should have built up his military first. It wasn't like it was pop capped or anything. Maybe. I feel like it was close to being pop capped, but he wasn't pop capped. A bit more military would have been the play there, and a bit more military building, so he could have cleaned up those Gurkha when they were sitting down here. Other than that, very well played. We'll have a look at the stats. We'll go individual for now. Yeah, look at that boat boom. A couple of Villa raids down here. Oh, no, that's not Villa raids. Whoops, sorry. Get the military unit pop. feel like it's neck and neck. Yeah, you're losing a couple, but then you get some good trades. There was a minor cleanup around about here, when the Huffs came in, but at this point, you know, you see Nix has gone for the age up, the fast age up, and I think this is where the fight happened. They just go straight in. They're like, oh, we just gas it, you know, take him out. Although they did get, this was the point where they could have pushed, where Nux and Nono could have pushed in. You know, they had the tech advantage, they had the military count. There was a massive batch out coming here from both players, from Taddy's team, but just missed opportunities really. I think they had a window to, Taddy's team was on top here. They took a pretty bad trade. They had a chance, Nux and Nono had a chance to push out, they didn't take it, and after that it was done because, you know, the other two players just, you got two good ecos versus one good eco and one bad eco. So Tad says his opinion was 18 was fine, but 5 to 10 organ guns would have absolutely crushed everything. Yeah, he did have 2 organ guns in deck, and he did actually have the eco for it. He had like 800,800 wood, and then like 1 point something K coin. So he definitely could have done that. So I think that's a pretty good observation there, Tad. Yeah, 14 minutes could have paid for Russia to go H3. Yeah. Actually, I'll have a look at Russia's deck right now. Yes, 19 Strelets could have been useful, and picking up. Imagine if 6 Oprichniks. Come on, guys. Imagine if 6 Oprichniks were on that. Remember the coin mine down? Not this one, but think it was this one where all the Kuda Bar were on. Imagine 6 Oprichniks on that, like this. Like, come on. All right. Change the overlay. Alright, we will switch. We'll exit out of that and switch to the next game. And yes, I'll change the score, don't worry, I haven't forgotten. But yeah, I think overall it was a pretty good game, not gonna lie. Definitely chances to push out there, but slightly lost. Oh, and now I can't edit this. Oh, that is why. 1 second, folks. That's better. Okay. Into the next game. Here we go. 1-0 to Antz and Tad. We are on this godforsaken map, which I love the creator design, by the way, but I mean, it could be cool if you could like put a monitor in there. Oh, you know what? This is the biggest design choice. You need a fixed gun in this creator here. The Circle of Ossus has taken over. This is like the edge of the Lake of the Moon. Okay, serious. We're back to podcasting here. We've got Japan and Germany from Taddy and Antz up against Sweden and France from Nux. Not gonna lie, I think the best like mass like 2v2, you know, or even like within a 3v3 or 4v4 combo with Sweden is Japanese Yumi and Sweden Corellian. That hands down, just mass. That is just so goddamn strong. So yeah, I'd love to see if Jack and Bessie play that. Love to cast their game when they do that. If they do that, I think that could be a great showpiece there. Oh good, well, into the second game here, 2 or 3. Yeah, here we go. Opening up with Antz as Germany. We'll have a look at the decks once everything comes in as per usual. But an XP trickle here could be very useful for Germany. If there is one close by, should be one. Doesn't look like it though. That is an awful shame because, you know, XP for Germany on this. Oh, look at that treasure micro. I absolutely rate. Could be very useful for Germany, negating some of that negative debuff there we got going. And opening with a consulate up against France and Sweden. I think this is a great idea. We'll get those super cheap shrines going. It's like 70 something wood or something. We'll see if he's got Heavenly coming, but he most likely will. So while we snag these trickle treasures from Antz and Nono, we'll go take a look at from Antz and Tad, we'll go take a look at Nono and Nooks. We're opening with France here from Nooks, trying to replicate Antz's amazing Husk play last game. We'll see if we'll be able to do it. Who is the better French player? And Sweden starting with 2 torps, gathering those dead ostriches. Very smart. Very, very smart. See if there's any good treasures. Wood treasures. Wood trickle may have been good for Sweden, but it looks like got some treasure contention here. Who's going to cop it? 95 XP. Oh, and Carl Lianis was too far from that off. I think it's got like a monolith or something. Too far from the monolith there. Have to take a step before, reaching it out of the ground. It's already getting some shrines down. I want to see the cost of these shrines. 125 wood. Not even waiting for, although you need the first one though, yeah. I want to see how much they are after it, because that is going to be quite nice. I mean, you got, what are these, 135 or 130 something? I haven't read the patch notes, 135. And then you're going to have basically the same things again for almost half the price. Very, very nice. 3 vills coming in straight from France here, and it looks like Heavenly Kami, as expected. Come on, let's see those shrines go burr. 107, what are we getting? 75 shrine. Alright. I feel like literally just pops it in here. The good thing about going Japan on this map is because let's just say you're fighting over here, you're fighting down the center channel. Chuck the shrines up here. They've got to send units all the way over here to siege them down, and then all the way back around the what are those things called? The mountain over here. Massive detour. You got to take your pick. Eliminate the shrines, then go for the base, or go for the base and let them passive gather. Bloody passive gather, so annoying. But getting some torps on these gold mines could be very useful. So I feel like this is going to be the passive gather region. This is where it's all going down. And another 2v2 Great Plains. This looks like a really weird Great Plain. But another shipment coming in here from Japan. Yeah, Portuguese consulate. We love to see it. Going up with the governor.
Yeah.
What are we getting down here? Another torp. Lots of wood in transition. Germany going up quartermaster as per usual. Maybe a TP in transition. We shall soon see. What's France doing? France is also going up with quartermaster, I suspect. We sure do suspect correctly. No. Nice. Going back to this backward line, maybe get some torps down there. I feel like at this point you wanna get some torps on these gold mines, claim the line of sight, see when the shrines are going up. And we got some Ford vills already here. Maybe I feel like the game plan here from my perspective is you want to take map control, trade post going down, you want to take map control, because both things have passive gather. You want to gain passive gather for your side and deny passive gather from the other side. And my thing is on low battery. And I think you want to get it up until these mines here. These mines are the point, because from here you get access to these torps. Okay, we've got to take a step back here. Just hold up. Can we appreciate this divine play from Tad? He's put the bloody shrine right next to the mine, so he can't place any torps. Like, come on, guys, come on. Like, you're in a gold league match here. You're just trying to win, and you're thinking, oh, I know what I can pull off here. Oh, come on, guys, that clutch HP coming in. And he puts and he's like, oh, that's right, I can put the shrines right next to the gold. Like, I want to know if he's thought that like beforehand, or if he's just in the spirit of the moment. Oh, he's gone Sweden, just quickly chucking some shrines on the gold mines. So I've never thought of doing that. I thought about like walling them, but not, you know. Anyway. Opening up with a barracks. Oh, we're gonna have some lit. This is great. This is what we like to see in a gold medal match, or gold league match. It's gonna be down to building placement, in my opinion. Opening with the Teshugu Shrine. 3 Hus coming out right now. I'll take a quick gaze at all the players before we focus on this battle coming up here. Opening up with unit shipments from everyone. Interesting. Fusiliers, the pricey man's musketeer. Might see some Fusiliers. Anyone remember that thing Karzakline did where he got the, I think it was Karzakline, the Fusiliers and the Falconet, and he pulled them and they speedy Falcons. Taken out of Vil already. I'm not gonna lie, Fus are pretty good for raiding, so you can just skedaddle, catch up with your Vils. But this is gonna be great. Okay, we gotta watch this. Alright. What's that? 7 Ulan getting chased away by 3 Hus. Oh, he knew there was something up. He knew there was gonna be Hus popping. Shit, they've got the upper hand pretty quick. I mean, this is definitive, boys. This is definitive. The shrines are, you know, going up left and right. But early pressure. This is some well rehearsed build order here from Nooks. They can chase these. Yeah, just chase it down. Chase it with the Hus. Just yeah, there we go. Come on, take it out. Get these Ashy down. I feel like. Yeah, already taken some out. These snipes are going to be so powerful. 70 goddamn ranged attack. They're going to just go one shot. Not really not one shot. 3 shot. Get them all down to low health. Let the Hus finish them off. Holy moly. Don't want these all on running. Shit, I think this is over. It's over. Oh, God, it's done here. This is totally it. Like, look at it. Oh no. Me and my big mouth. Oh, they got away, but they're all pretty damaged. Yes, get the passive. I feel like the game plan here on both sides is get as much passive gather as you can out. We've only got 40 pop here. I feel like that's what both teams are expecting. They're expecting the passive gather to come out. There's not going to be much early aggression. It's just going to be map control. But Nux and Nono have pulled a 180 on them, and they screw the talks. We're going to fucking make some Fusiliers and some Hus. We're going to, you know, ram you right into your base, because we know that's what you guys are thinking. You're going to think, oh, he's just a Sweden player who doesn't, know how to push in early. But, now we've got some Fussy, and all of a sudden the tides have changed, You need a couple of guys on food to, keep the bills pumping, and then just chuck everyone else on gold. If he can claim, yeah, here we go, chucking the torque wagon down. If he can claim these gold mines, he's got an infinite supply of Fuss, Maybe send a couple over to kill the trade post, in my humble opinion. But the wall's coming up here. Base building, boys, base building. Chuck a wall, oh, what can we put in there? Maybe chuck a house there. Try and get them sieging the house and pick them off with some Yumi. I feel like that's my plan, in my opinion. But yeah, all the torps coming down. I think we sent 4 torp wagon before. Okay, now we're peeling off. Looks like we're going to pay a bit more attention to the passive gather here. Not as much in the fight. And, I mean, this is it. They've lost the 4 base, which is a shame. You always love to see some, 4 base contention here. Like, neck and neck. Both sides are like, oh, I reckon we got this in the bag. Don't expect that from Sweden. So some nice change-up of plays here. Clearly putting Antz and Tad on the back foot. I mean, tactically, very, very smart. Might pick up a bill here from the 2 Ulan. I feel like Ulan raiding is what you do here. The Ulan are useless in this fight. Absolutely useless in this fight. I'd just get them all raiding. All of them. Get France idled if you can, with the sort of you want France idled 100%. And then I'd just be massing Doc Crossbow and let Japan mass Yumi. Because the Doc will just clean up any Hus that come into contact here. But what I was going to say before about the base building here, chuck this right next to the coin mine. You got a little pocket there where any ranged units can hide. But obviously they didn't need that. That's more if you're going out with Yumi or something. I feel like if he put like barracks here, stable here, they kind of like went stable barracks. But if you put it like side by side, they've got this whole the Hus have to go around the side to attack. Look at this pickup. I mean, good. Ooh. I feel like the Fuss are just a bit too tanky for this right now. You know.
Hello.
Shit, he's running out of gold. Bro,
Hello?
my god. Burning down the torps, good stuff. I mean, shrines, burning down the shrines, good stuff. The line of sight market, we like to see it. But I feel like just, you know, like I said before, like this is literally just going to be like contention. If they claim this coin mine, which they have, they get access to all of this. And they, I mean, armies are separated here. This could be the blow. This could be it. This could be it. He's got to charge him, get the melee off. Yeah, split. Good stuff. I love seeing when you're like, oh, make sure you do this, and then they do it. It's just such a good feeling. There we go. That's it. Out of position. Going around to seize those shrines is the right call, but you don't want to seize the whole army. Just send like 2 or 3 Ashi, because it'll, you know, flare. You know, it's annoying, you know. Get a gate, bro. Get a gate, fuck me. Gate. Be short of, oh, okay, good. Get inside. Oh no, good fast, very cool. Good mass though. I rate Antz as just like general pop mass. He's got a bit of everything, but it's a good pop mass. Get the Ulan rating. I feel like if he can, does he have line of sight on it? Doesn't have line of sight on it. Not much scouted over here, as opposed to these guys who, I mean, they've got the map scouted basically. You know, a passive gather sit, you know, getting map control for like France for those coup de bras is very important, but getting map control for passive gather is even more important. Not map control, but just, you know, ability to, you know, have access to the map. Is like, just keep one there to siege it, just one, just so he doesn't have the line of sight either. But trying to push out here, I feel like pushing out here is the right call. You see they're all over there. Just take out one building and pull back. They can go back over, take out one building and pull back, you know? You're not in any time pressure. I feel like, although they are pretty down still. You don't really want Sweden H4. These Fusiliers, even like they're not going to take the best trades, but they're still going to take good trades. And at the end of the day, it's not all about what percentage do you have as attack. What's your attack per second of every second? It's literally just at that point in time, you know, are you going to get a better rate? Are you going to win the fight? And at this point, you know, they will. So, you know, they're absolutely clean up. They didn't need to take that fight. They already got the outpost for free to pull back. They didn't need that. I feel like they thought these were like Corollian level Musk, you know what I mean? And although they do have a range multiplier against Cav, you know, they're bloody mercs. Like, look at them. Where are they even from? Doesn't say where they're from. I could pull out the old, bet you guys didn't expect that. No, it doesn't even tell me, dang. I'm trying to see where their Fusiliers are from. I swear I used to say like they were from like... Oh no, they're French. You can hear the French names. Alright. French, yeah. Didn't think French soldiers were that good, but apparently they are. Alright, going back in base. I reckon if there's any native text that could probably help these guys. Gnarly villager. No, I wouldn't say so. Maybe the cheaper mills. Oh, speaking of cheaper mills, if anyone goes Mexico on this map, my god, you guys got infinite supply of cowboys, whatever they're called. This might be useful. Yeah, I feel like Sudanese are probably your best bet here. Yeah, sieging down the shrine, sieging down passive gather. I feel like both teams needed more torps and shrines everywhere. Like, you know, both passive gather everywhere. He's getting his population up, you know, pop cap up only just now, a bit late. But they did better than what the shrine pop is, so that's fine. You know what I mean? Could have had more torps out, but he opted for the early aggression, which was the right tactical call. And it's a shame Taddy didn't have more shrines out like in the bottom here. Although he was probably expecting Antz to push out there himself. If they can push back from this, I'm damn impressed. Like, I feel like this game like came down to the crux as they didn't expect so much early aggression, and when it didn't happen, they were like, "Oh shit, we've actually got to pull it together here." We thought we'd win that early fight. Oh shit, we didn't. And then they went in again. They were like, "Oh, we can just win this fight." Oh shit, we didn't. Go on. Pull back the last bill. I feel like he's totally left them there just to be like, oh, to make Nooks think he's got all the villagers. So that's pretty smart play. And he probably wants them to keep him there so we can pick up with some doppelsommers. Pushing out to some torps. Every torp kill is going to count. But this is what I'm saying. Like, if he can kill these torps, pull back. He doesn't need to engage. Like, same with the outpost. Didn't need to engage. Just take it out back. 250 wood. Just cop it. Like, imagine getting a treasure for 250 wood just for free, you know? Undervalued. Getting some torps up back here. Although, is that a mine? Oh no, shrines, yeah. I feel like they've lost the top side to the Torp Empire, so pulling back down here is the right play. Almost an engagement here. Can the Cuirassiers get onto... Yeah, they've got it. This is it. The massacre. It's about to happen, boys. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, the crawling. Oh no. Look at that. The placement. His own shrines killed him. He went the long way. Oh, the 12s. Plus 12s everywhere. It's the second. Oh no. There's war. Oh, dear me. The war wagons weren't even there. Oh. Oh no. That's it. The whole Japanese army is dead. Just dead, just gone. Although he's picking up some free Cuirassiers here. Damn, run away. No. Retreating is the best thing. Well, they're ready to do something here. Are you ready? Oh, they're ready to push in. They know it's happening. They know this is the point. We're running out of gold in base. Well, they've been picking up some good war wings. I feel like passive gather was probably underrated in this game. Especially going if you go like heavenly coming straight away, you want to like max out on the generator pop, and then I feel like they saw the early Fusiliers from Sweden. They were like, shit, we got to backpedal here, and they backpedaled too much. I could totally be wrong, but at least from what I'm seeing, that's what happened, and that's what lost them the game. They went too confident and then too less confident, like you know what I mean. Too less confident, yeah. That's a good way to put it. Having to expand down here as well. I feel like I think to summarize this game, they both played well. Holy crap, the remass is for real. That was a quick remass. Like look at the scores, just double the scores here. We're going to come down to match point next game. So this is going to be an interesting matchup here. Dad, you're not bad, bro. Like, it's just like there's no way in hell. I feel like you got like what happened with the outpost. You got cocky, and you could have just just be happy with getting the talk. Just you don't have to siege the whole operation down. 1 second, folks. But yeah, I feel like that was great. Like I'm saying, you guys both played well, but just a bit more. If you're going to go for the super cheap shrines, commit to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing here? I mean, if we can siege this town center down, holy moly, that's a lot of vills. The Carolians fighting side by side with the French Fusiliers. What has the world come to? Sweden and France. Chucking down, I think it was a bishop age up from Nono here. Picking up a few war wagons. Sorry about that, folks. Just to quiet down the room.
Ers Majestät?
But here we go.
Befehl?
Tech duck rolling. All happening. Alright, okay. Put it back to the game. Okay. Although the scores are evening up, I think it's just outplayed here. France and Sweden have map control, and that's two cities that really would like map control. They benefit them a lot. They've taken map control here. And they're just going to benefit off it way more than these, couple of shrines in the corner here. They probably don't have the mass to push in. I feel like Tad and Antz have the better, I don't want to say attacking micro, but they have the better attacking knowledge to gain a better fight. I feel like the only reason, like this Yumi mass could be tripled right now, but he lost it twice just because just got a bit greedy, which is, I don't like that. Get greedy again. 4 cool rings. Yeah, we'll pop that. I think they're expecting this 2 player arrows. The whole fight is going down now. Warwagon's getting absolutely dropped by these ranged Corollians. The Cuirassier on the skirm. Oh, pull the skirm back. Don't do it. Oh dear me. And the Coolrain's getting shots back off on the discipline Yumi. Corollians pushing forward. Oh, and the 4 fouls. One volley. Please, just one volley. Although that's a lot of Gendarmes. There we go. The Gendarmes are now onto all the Yumi, or what was left of the Yumi. 5 more war wagons here. If these 4 war wagons were here, those Cuirassiers, I would say, would probably be dead, and the Yumi would be safe picking off all the Corollians. They probably would have had a hard time with the skirms and the falcons, but at least they could pick them off from range. Skirms having that extra range. But it's a shame those Yumi got dropped already twice before, so the mass isn't as big. Awful track there. Already on plantations. I think we got some solid raids down the bottom. Right into the base of Antz. They could have won that fight. They totally could have won that fight if those Yumi didn't get a little caught up at the top there before. Oh dear. I'm pretty damn confident they would have won that fight if those Yumi didn't die before. 2 flaming arrows, not even just to kill the Coolrains, but just to be like, hey, listen, you gotta make more Coolrains. We got these flaming arrows here. But it's a nice artillery combo. I think it's well micro. Maybe trying to get just see one foul down. Oh, you've got all these Ulans, we've got to do something with them, so that's a fair play from Antz. Getting a bit more desperate as they're inside his base here. A lot of Vil's idle, gathering wood he doesn't need. We've got to gather something, right? We'll get a good pop here, but he's going to pick them on the backside. No, he's going to charge forward with them. Going back and forward, interesting. Obviously under pressure, it's very hard to pick that up. Maybe if he drew them in a bit, he could probably go around and pick off these cools, and then 2 flaming arrows could pick off the fouls. But I don't think, yeah, there we go. That's a GG coming in. Antz and Taddy. Well played. The game awareness. The game awareness from Nono and Nux was gold there. Knowing to get this, knowing, like, they had confidence. They saw that there and they were like, oh yeah, chuck the fuss out. They think we're just going for a fucking torp boom. Like, good bloody stuff. Good stuff there. Obviously, these guys overshot. Antz and Tad overshot, and then they undershot, which gave them the opportunity to push in there. They then got control of these 2 gold mines on the top side. 5,000 gold gone just like that. And they got control of all the mines. Lost all the control of the hunts. Japan lost control of all the hunts. Has to push in here. Yeah, just didn't you didn't use the card to its full effect. And yet he still played well and still got so much Yumi out. But then just lost them again up here. Just to, like, look at this. What's that? 2 small wall segments. Like, in my opinion, like, cost him a chance at winning that. 2 small wall segments. It's a shame because these guys had superior game awareness, but even with the downside of losing all, I want to say, like, the eco availability, he still managed to remass, which I'm damn impressed about. So well played from both sides. Won't dwell on that for too long. We'll take a quick geeze at the post game. Let's check out the Vill count. Neck and neck and neck. Not many Vills getting lost, so not many raids going down though, gotta be honest. Take the res gathered. Looks ahead there. Good stuff, bro. And I want to see the military pop. Yeah, res, so like, although the res was like, went the upper hand and lost it, and then the other guys lost it, but they still managed to hold on. It was the fights that done screwed them over. Yeah, look here, didn't need to take that fight. So I think they lost the outpost around about here. They lost the outpost here. And then this is when they tried to push out. Oh, sorry, they lost the forward base here, and then they tried to push out. Yeah, this is where the Yumi got lost. Yeah, all the Yumi gone there. This is the fight when they tried to push back out. But this was when the Yumi got lost. On the top side there, look at that. 45, that's 30 Yumi. So just get that, plus 30 up to here. Normal, or up to 80. So look at that. Imagine if this line was up to there. Holy. That's plus 30. Oh wow, that was still really down on military pop. Okay then. But it still would have made a much bigger difference. Although I suppose the fuss count took quite a bit. I wonder if we're going to go to count. No, I said we're going to be brief on this, so we'll leave it there. We'll change over. Next game. And we're going to go into the final game here. Fusilier is cheating. What? I didn't send him to make any claim. 4 blind kills. Yeah. Totally agree. I feel like he's just like, at this point, he just wasted all the, he's wasted all the res into that. So, yeah, definitely other shot there. Oh, that would have even added to the military pop. Yeah, that could have been a neck and neck fight. Holy Jesus. Alright. Opening up game 3 here. Okay, Hokkaido. I'll change the game. It's 1-1 here, match point. I for real rate this though, like, we could have seen like an absolute blowout, you know, but this is close. This is damn close. We got Britain House. Why can't I move? Oh, I got the view.com. We got Britain Hausa versus Germany and Brit. Can Nono pull off some better Germany than Antz? We shall see. Although Antz's team Germany, I do think is pretty damn good. Alright, we shall get this game started. Although, hold up, we'll have a check of chat first. Yes, right, please change the title. I'm not too sure if Kaiser and Knisi already played, but I think they may have. Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like technically, like, your skill of playing the game, you weren't outplayed. You weren't, but I think tactically, you were outplayed, which is the same. Like you like, as an Age of Empires player, you still played well. So it's not all lost. Alright, going into game 3, match point here. Antz and Tad versus Nono and Nooks. I mean, it's not all end all here because it's a double elimination, but definitely a great match here. I'm bloody loving this. Alright, let's get started. Check the decks later as per usual, but we got our little mountain in the center. Trees add a nice touch to it. Would be cool if they like made a volcano. You can like do this thing in the scenario editor where you can have like smoke coming out of it and you can make it explode with like gunpowder wagons. So that could be pretty cool. But how much wood we got here? 60 wood. Could be tempting for Brits. Could be tempting. No way we see I don't know. Centerville, kill the cow. No, that's not nice. We don't do that here. Stop getting ideas. Don't do that. Nice solid amount of whales on this map, so could see some water play. But yes, getting this 60 wood, very tempting, very nice. Take a look at the treasures. What is this? 40% HP. Nice. Another wood treasure over here. Good treasure start for Brits. All right. If he hasn't seen it yet, but if he pulls up the 75 wood, this could be a massive bonus here. Let's see the openings. Germany going for a market start. Brit going for full food. Interesting. No houses. Oh, we've got two, but no. Have a look-see here. No treasure contention and absolute split up. Trade post coming down for Tad. See some Brit dueling. I wonder if anyone's going to go Rangers or they're going to stick to the longbows. I don't know. I feel like if we like think about this for a second. First decks are coming in. But if we think about this for a second, I feel like what's better, Rangers / longbow, and war wagons, or Rangers / longbow and Jav riders mixed in with Lafidi, I'd say. I feel like the war wagons would overkill everything. I feel like I'm going to have to go with the Lafidi and the Jav riders. The war wagons are just too expensive, they'd overkill. And I feel like they're just too slow to mass up. But we do have a double treasure contention down here and at the top. Could get some double explorer murder going. Probably wants to kill these lions, tigers sometime soon though. But he's just going to be like, you know what, screw it. We're leaving, I want to kill you first. Antz is still in your pants with this whatever it's called. That's damn cocky. He's going for the snipe straight away. Oh, come on, take the kill, kill him. Oh, he comes out unscathed. Oh, we've got another chase down here. Jeez, they're really fighting over this 120 coin. My God. Maybe they're going for Musk war wagon. Musk Ulan and Musk Raider. Yeah, I don't know if he's got the early Lafidi, which he doesn't, so it looks like Musk Raider. Interesting. And the second Emir is coming in here, and they're going to be able to pick up this treasure no problems. Oh, he's coming down now. He's like, oh shit, I lost that. One crack shot wasted. I need like a thing where I can like push a button and it comes up with the wasted banner. That'd be nice. Chucking another trade post down here could be nice. They could get Stagecoach and start reeling in those resources. I feel like Zen Temple has a few good techs. Maybe they could try and go for that. I think it's like 20%. Yeah, 20% techs here. And 1,000 XP. Woohoo! For 700 influence. Yeah, I'll take that trade. Not too bad. Oh, that's such an epic Zen Temple. Look at that. It looks like the thing from like Mr. Bean's Holiday, if you guys have ever seen that. I mean, what's it called? Not Mr. Bean's Holiday, Johnny English. Oh, and we've got a snare. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll cop that. I'll win that fight. Bring it on. Bruce Wayne's already down on health. But he's like, oh, shit, here come the Emirs. Alright, let's see the ages. We're going up with the Moroccans. And maybe open with Serra Influence. We'll see. Nono going up with the Quartermaster as per usual. Philosopher Prince from Brit. Interesting. One thing I haven't seen much of is, remember when Brits used to be able to like make manor houses build longbows instead of settlers? That like never got used. Do you reckon maybe they should spawn 2 longbows instead of 1 longbow? I reckon that could be really viable. Because you could have just like spammed the whole map with like, let's just say you just like put like 5 houses here. That's an extra 10 longbow. I should be a developer, I think. Yeah. Sign me up. I am joking, of course. You have to be like, Aaron, he shouldn't be a developer. Anyway, looks like we're gonna see some defensive play here from Antz and Tad. I think they've learnt their lesson. Already Sun heard in good stuff. But I think they've learnt their lesson. They know not to overshoot here. They know there's going to be early aggression, and we don't have passive gather this time, so he doesn't need to worry about that. I'm putting my money on Antz. Honest to God, I don't know the outcome. But as just looking at this, I'm like, building placement is fire, and I think they've learnt their lesson from last time. Interesting. I don't know if that was intentional. But we've got the longbow out here already. Robin Hood's going to have a few shots at this mosque. 88.8 XP per second. It's nothing to laugh about. What's it? 0.8 and... No, it doesn't show. It's at 0.12. 0.125. What was that? 0.25 though. Cops and bills. Decent range, not gonna lie. Just some poking, some casual poking. Chucking in the early pikeman. I think he's expecting the 5 raider shipment. Going a bit greedy though. Oh no, it's not greedy, but he's it's gonna be I reckon it's gonna be which player can outboom. Who can outboom who? So we got Musk coming in here from Tad. And we've got Longbow from Nux. So it's gonna be like, hang on. This doesn't make any sense. We've got double anti-cap. Shit, are they that scared of Ulan? Wow, alright. But sniping off some free Longbow here, some good stuff here. These Musk add positioning to pull around the bottom here. Actually, no, I reckon they can stay there. Yeah, the Jabs can go over there. And yeah, here come the 5 Raiders. Exactly as anticipated. Missed the pikeman batch though, which is a shame. Oh, come on, get a poke. Nice. But I mean, they're so bloody weak that even one pikeman pokes a poke. And the next batch of pikeman. Yeah, lure him in, bring him in, move the longbow, bring him in. Can we get a shot? Can we get a poke? Nice. Good start. Some free damage there, and we're going to get right on top of the Musk here. Oh, that's a bit too ballsy if you ask me. Because our second batch of Raiders is going to come out. Remember, this thing can train anything it likes. So, oh, jeez. Guys, go in. Don't be scared, They've got hoods and bows. Yeah, look at this. Imagine if they did this the second game, rather than, FD here. Oh, what a surround. Good stuff. And yeah, they're just taking... The good thing about this map is, if you push in at the bottom, right, and you chuck all your eco at the top here, it's hard to like divert units around to go deal with that if you're like France or something. Although since Germany does get the free line spawn, he could probably like set the spawn point, further back. He can use these to raid. We'll see if he's got line of sight on these vills. He does not. If he just, oh no, he does. He sees the manor house there, so he knows there's got to be villagers around there. Because there's no point, wasting walking time dealing with that. And a good longbowman change up. That was smart. If anyone caught what he did there, he reset, so he didn't place the longbow. And it's always good to just have one in queue in case you realise, oh shit, we can actually go in here. Mixing some some Fulani though. I am honestly impressed. I reckon he went for the, I reckon he went for the Javelin Riders because he was expecting early raids. I reckon that's what's going on there. But Musk Huss seems to have beaten Skirm. I feel like the reason is because he's mixed all this pikemen in. If they were longbow, it would have been a much, better fight. But I mean, he needed it because of the Raiders, Ulana just, I feel like they're harder to mass than Raiders. Raiders, what's the price on them? Yeah, Raiders are cheaper than Ulana and they're like basically kind of the same. Yeah, so they're the, oh no, 37.2. I feel like, for all intents and purposes, they're the same unit, more expensive. I feel like maybe Germany wasn't the right call going into this. Although they did get the pick anyway. It's a good counter pick though, good counter pick. cleared the whole forward base. I mean, they've definitely learned their lesson from last game. They've cleared the whole forward base and they're going to try and just keep them surrounded. They're not going to overextend. Are they going to get cocky? Don't think so. It looks like we've got the battle canoes going to try and deny any water play. But I don't think we'd be expecting any water play. I think it's like in case there's like villagers trying to gather like a hunt down there. Yeah, like exactly like this. Like if there was something like that back here. So they're completely trapped. They're trapped. The mass of musk has been steadily growing. Faster than the mass of longbow and the cab mass. I feel like the generator probably wasn't needed. He would have gone more heavy on the raiders. I can't fathom why he's going generator, but I'm sure there's a reason. Unless they've got some hidden bonus. I mean, most of the times you don't want to be sieging Manor House, but in this instance, I feel like it's good just to deny the line of sight, you know? Just like, Brit for both teams is on the top. Can we like spot the difference here? Like, look at the map. Blue, green. Like, yeah. I hope you follow my drift. Like, Tad's, you know, been able to gain the map control at the top here, which is pretty important for Brits, whereas Nux hasn't. I mean, two caravels being shipped here. Could deny it. No land fighting at the moment. I think if they push in at the same time here, it could be pretty cool. Does the caravel have its broadside ready? I don't know. I think it should, because it didn't before. Who wins this fight? Yeah, the musk mouse is just going. I would. They could probably keep pushing in, but if they're afraid, I mean, after last game, I'd be. Well, it looks like Valkyrie wins. I'd be pretty hesitant to go in as well. So I would age up, batch out some Huss, let Hausa bring in some Falks from the what's it called? Not temple, you know what I mean? European cannons, and then like 4 Falks here would just blow away this massive infantry mass. The only thing I would be worried about is the fact that Antz. I mean, the only thing I would be worried about is the fact that Germany can quickly click up and send a bunch of military unit shipments. That's what I would be worried about, and then you could quickly get overwhelmed by like 9 Black Riders or something. Yeah, because like 9 Black Riders would just push in here and really, I think it's like 7 or 9, would really cause some havoc here. He's already up. He's already been massing these skirms here. Is he gonna? I would probably ship. Yeah, he's shipping more. He's got. I think he's going for it for the next shipment. Yeah, if he was able to ship the 9 Black Riders right now, it could be deadly as hell. But 3 war wagons can do. I just feel like they'd be overkilling a lot, pushing into the top. I mean, the raiders are raiding, which is what we like to see. I feel like they've got to go now. Just looking at this, scores are still dead even, but like looking at this, you see 17k for Brit as opposed to 12k. You're like, okay, my booming teammate is losing here. We've got to do something, And they probably think they're on the water as well, seeing those boats. So I would probably be using this to scout, even though you're not doing. It's not 100%. Shit, that musketeer just like absolutely tanked the volley and a half. Those raiders are coming back pretty quick. Highly suspect up. So Taddy's up right now. Get these vector techs in ASAP. Yeah, we're lacking some anti-cab. Hold up, that's a good cab switch. He's been building it in secret, but it's gone from 5 to 10. Couldn't you get like in a batch, and all of a sudden, game changer here. Can you get the techs in quick? Can you get them in? The techs are coming in, but I think the fight's going to be over. Oh, and the Ulan coming from behind. It's a double bluff here. Cab going in, getting baited. Ulan coming around the back. Oh, hold up. Hold up, this is a good master skirm here, and there's no, oh no, the fly pass, right. For a minute there I was like, oh damn, you know, they're in trouble. But the 5, this is it, like look at that, one batch, just one batch. If he put it in for like 10 musk, it would have been a completely different change up, but no, there we go. That's it, that just won them, at that point, that just won them that fight. It was, they were caught out of position. They got charged by the Raiders, which was bad. But then they countered that by sending Ulana around the back and got some good volleys on the Fulani and the Dervish. But yeah, there we go. Bye bye Skirm. The Longbowmen trying to do what they can, but I mean at this point, I don't see any Black Riders coming in anytime soon. And we're sending Jaegers. I mean, these should be masked. They shouldn't fight. But like, he just doesn't have the time to switch. I mean, they did get some good shots up. I wonder if these Jaegers can get here in time. But like, look at this eco. He's on their side. They've got bloody stagecoach. I think they both teams played well here. But Tad outgridded Nux. I think that's the raw. The skirm mass was as good as the Cav and Javelin Rider mass. Get some villages up there. But the Brit mass was done better. I think that's the sheer of it. Nono and Antz played equally as good in my opinion, but Nux lost to Tad. So GG's there called. And our victory has been awarded to Tad and Antz. Congratulations, guys. Well played. Good stuff. Alright. We'll have a look at the post game real quick. Yeah, 2 fast coming in. I feel like the time to age up was perfect. They were just coming in. The Huss switch was perfectly anticipated, going around, seeing the extra, getting heavier into skirms there. They went double skirm, ouch. No. Take a look, see at the, I want to get highly suspect and Nux. Yeah, I mean, pretty fair here, pretty fair. That was in the first batch, got lost to the Raiders, but I mean, it was more like here is what I'm talking about, just, you know, out-trained. And the Huss switch was what clinched it, in my opinion. I feel like there's not much to this game. It was just probably not the best unit comp. You don't want to be, you know, rushing, well not rushing, but you don't want to be on skirms that are not really an offensive play in the early game. So that's a shame about that. But Victor's going to Antz and Tad, so congratulations, guys. Adding some points up onto the board there. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'll just quickly check if there's another game that needs to be cast, but if not, it looks like I'll quickly change the score.